guys, me again. So I've got the roofer in, and I don't know if I mentioned before, but the roof where he needs to work on, he needs to take the skylight out of the roof to get access to the roof, and under that skylight was my computer desk, so I've had to move everything. So what I thought I'd do is I would film and then make one longer video. So sorry if this video is a bit longer. So 2025 is not going to plan at all. I thought, you know, new year and it'd be better. And my uncle passed away between Christmas and New Year, and that was quite difficult. Yeah, so it's not going to plan. So where do I start? My dad has a permanent catheter. Now, because of his vascular dementia, his bladder does not empty properly, so he was getting urine infections, but we didn't know that was the problem until he got really, really poorly and it turned to sepsis and he nearly died. So then they put a catheter in him. They tried to take it out and then realised, that's what the problem is. Because of the dementia, his bladder no longer remembers how to work properly. So he got this catheter in, and then in December it was due to be changed. It's changed every 10 weeks, and the district nurses come to the house. And so somebody came to the house and changed it for him, and we thought, great, it's all done now. Christmas, New Year, don't have to worry about it, sorted, great. Anyway, when he put it in, it hurt. My dad usually can't feel it, but it hurt my dad. Anyway, but he said, it was lovely, he was super quick, great, got it done. And then, about a week later, he said to me, he's like, this catheter's not working properly, I feel like I need a wee. And when you have a catheter in, you shouldn't feel when you need to go and have a wee. And so I was like, Dad, you should have said that. I'd have got the district nurse in, it's been a week. And he was like, well, you know, we kept on forgetting to tell you. Fine. So we got the district nurse here. She checked it over. I said it's not working properly, he could feel he needs a wee, and she said, is his bladder spasming? He needs to get some tablets. And I was like, well, we haven't been told that, and he's never ever felt like he needed a wee. Yeah. So anyway, my dad kept on having problems with it, and you know, we were told it was working fine, there was nothing wrong with it, so we just have to deal with it. So in the new year, we're going to make a phone call to the doctors to get him some of these tablets, because this now is a couple of days before Christmas and couldn't get into the surgery, and it wasn't an emergency, so you can only book an appointment 3 weeks in advance. Okay, so then just before we went up to Manchester, my dad was poorly, he was sick, and I just thought, you know, he's overeaten, it was Christmas, just all these things. I never thought of anything, and you know, we were reassured that the catheter was fine, so we didn't think it was anything like that. Anyway, my dad has been sleeping a lot since we came back from Manchester and just staying in bed, refusing to get up, and I just thought he was really depressed after my uncle dying, after his brother dying. So I said, right, okay. Anyway, went to work yesterday, came home, and he wasn't up. So I got him up. I was like, come on now, you need to get up. You can't lie in bed all day. Get up, let's do some stuff. And he'd been okay the day before. He'd helped me take the decorations down and everything. And so I went upstairs to sort some stuff out. And again, he's been sick. But this time he had a pain in his side. Oh no. So I phoned the surgery, and she was like, you'll have to phone back at 8 o'clock in the morning if you want to see a doctor. And I was like, right. Said, I don't know if I'll be able to get my dad to you. He's saying his legs are not working, they're very weak. And she's like, oh, well, you'll have to phone after 10:30 then if you want a house visit. And I was like, listen, he's really, really poorly. And she's like, sorry, no. And I was like, can I speak to a doctor? No. She said, you can only speak to me. And this was the receptionist. So, right, I said, so can you advise me what to do? She said, you have to phone back at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, so there's no help and I don't, there's nobody else I can phone? No. So I was like, fine. Anyway, I phoned 111. I spoke to some lovely people, spoke to a doctor. She went absolutely mad with my surgery because she's like, did you speak to a doctor? I said, I couldn't even get past the receptionist. I know everybody's under a lot of pressure, but since my dad's been poorly, I'm getting a lot of, oh, sorry, that's not my job. And I keep on asking, oh, can you tell me, whose job it is then so I can phone them, I'm not asking you to do it for me, just to give me some advice. No, don't want to know. And they are under so much pressure. I know that. And they master calls. I can't even imagine the people they have to deal with day in, day out. But there are some genuinely really poorly people out there. So anyway, phone 111, spoke to this doctor, and she was like, please, will you get him? And she looked at his records. This receptionist didn't even look at my dad's records. She didn't listen to what I was saying, nothing. So anyway, she was like, please, can you get him to A&E? Because it could be sepsis again. And I was like, oh gosh, yes, absolutely. So my brother came and they went over to the hospital, and yeah, my dad has got a raging urine infection because the catheter was inserted wrong, even though we reassured twice that it wasn't. And we thought, you feel like you're wasting their time, don't you? And that when they come out, and I know they're pushed, but that's how they make you feel, that you're wasting their time. It's just a horrible feeling. Anyway, so they came home at 4 o'clock this morning, and it has not turned to sepsis, but now he's on stupidly strong antibiotics. The antibiotics the doctor prescribed him in the hospital were out of stock in the hospital, so we had to wait till this morning. So 9 o'clock this morning, I was driving around trying to find these antibiotics because they're out of stock everywhere. Of course they would be. Anyway, that is done. Hopefully, I've lost one of my gloves. I had them on. I love wearing these in the car, driving. It's so cold. But yeah, it keeps my hands warm, and I still got grip on the steering wheel. So, but I don't know where the other one's gone. Is it in my bag? Might be in my pocket of my coat. Yeah, so I've got the roofers in today. That's why I'm hiding in my room doing some work and not upstairs. I've had to move the computer and everything, so I'm not sure when you'll see this video, guys, but I thought I'd film and keep you in the loop what's been going on. Yeah, so, and I'm not blaming anybody. Mistakes happen. They absolutely happen. But I am losing faith in the surgery that I'm in. And they keep on messing up. My dad has a prescription for his catheters and leg bags and everything, and the company I deal with are absolutely fantastic, and they are just amazing. I could phone them up today and say, listen, my dad needs some stuff, it'd be here tomorrow. They push these emergency prescriptions through, but my dad had a prescription that they sent over to the surgery on the 3rd of December. They're on an old system where they don't fax prescriptions or anything like that anymore, so it takes a good 2 weeks. Not 3rd of December, sorry, 3rd of November. They asked for a prescription, and when I phoned on the 3rd of December, they still hadn't seen it or signed it or sorted it. And it should be a 2-week turnaround. But yeah, that company got this equipment to me no problem, because I was just scared, like, over Christmas and New Year, with it being so busy, I didn't want my dad running out, you know. I just wanted to be sorted, so we got some for the new year as well. So yeah, I am really losing hope in my surgery, so we might have to change, which is a shame because it used to be amazing. You know, they are the ones that diagnosed my son when he had scarlet fever. The old doctor that originally opened that surgery, thank goodness he was there that day, because none of the new doctors had seen it. They were all telling me he had hands, foot and mouth, and he didn't. He had scarlet fever, and he was very poorly with it. Some children don't even know they've had it, but it just happened to be that my son was very poorly with it. So I have been crocheting some more fingerless gloves, different colours. They'll be going up on my Etsy shop soon. I was gifted this snood and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm gonna make some for the shop, for my Etsy shop. I think it'd be amazing. I have got this colour changing yarn, and I used to make these fingerless gloves with it, but because of the way it is, and they make it, no two gloves were the same, and a lot of people didn't like that. They like matching gloves, so I stopped making them because they weren't selling that well. So I've got some of this wool left over, so I thought, right, I'm gonna make some nice snoods with it for my lovely customers and put it on line. Right, I'm just gonna go check on my dad. My dad's gonna hate me by the end of the day because I'm waking him up all the time to make sure he's drinking and taking his tablets. Yeah, still super cold here, and hopefully I'll be able to get these gloves and stuff on my Etsy because I love wearing them around the house. I wear them all the time, and somebody I think mentioned that I said carpets instead of curtains. I love watching YouTube, and I'd been watching this video, and I can't remember where it is now, but it gets to like -71 is the coldest place. I was watching that, and in this house they had like wooden shutters, and then they had thick carpets over the wooden shutters, over the window and on the door as well. So yeah, I'd been watching that, trying to make myself feel warmer because you know, it's been so cold. And somebody also asked, am I worried about freezing at night? So when I say I turn my heating off, the thermostat is at 10, it won't go any lower than that, and it never ever kicks on because it doesn't go that cold. But yes, it's always at the back of my mind about the pipes freezing, because that's what happened in my old flat, and we had crazy cold weather here. That's not, you know, it's not very often we get, and it went down to like -8 for a few days, and all the pipes froze and then they burst and my flat was flooded. This happened 2 weeks before Christmas, a week before my son's birthday. It was devastating. No, it wasn't my fault. And I can talk about it now. I didn't want to talk about it before because I was still there. You know, there's a massive chance the landlord would have seen this. But the roof had no insulation whatsoever. That's why that flat was so cold as well. But yeah, it had no insulation whatsoever. The pipes weren't lagged or anything. So, you know, it was a miracle that it hadn't happened before. An absolute miracle. So then anyway, the roof was done and the pipes were all sorted and it was insulated and the pipes were lagged. But I don't have that problem here because, you know, I've been in the attic, it's all insulated. That room is insulated upstairs, the pipes are all covered. Even in my in the washroom or utility room, whatever it is, all those pipes are covered with what I like to call pool noodles. So yeah, they're all covered, so it won't happen. But it's always at the back of my mind. I keep an eye on the weather, and if I think it is gonna get freezing cold, then yeah, just keep an eye out. Because what happened was I went into the bathroom and there's no water in the bathroom. What I should have done is just turn the water off. So if ever you get up and there's no water coming out your taps and you think my pipes are frozen, go downstairs, turn the main water off and just wait for the pipes to defrost. Yeah, that's one thing I do, is I go around checking all the taps in the morning. Even after I had the roof insulated and all the pipes redone and everything, I would still check, and that's something I do here. I can't help it. If your pipes freeze, go and turn your water off, let your pipes defrost. It doesn't get that cold here in Cardiff, but if it does, I will keep an eye on it closer than I already do. Hi guys, me again. I'm so sorry about the lack of videos, but I'm just absolutely exhausted. So my dad's been poorly and my nephew's been poorly and he's been over here. So I have been looking after the both of them and everything else, everyday stuff. And I don't think I've caught up from sleep after being with my dad when he was in A&E. My dad's forgetting a lot of stuff, and so I was in bed, and last night I heard him calling me, and I went down and it was 3 o'clock in the morning and he was like, I haven't taken my tablets. Ugh. Anyway, got it sorted. He went back to sleep and he had taken his tablets. He just didn't know what time it was. He'd fallen asleep and woke up with it on his mind, obviously. So anyway, got him sorted, came back to bed, and oh gosh, yeah, I am just absolutely mentally and physically drained. There's just a lot of sorting out to do as well, and you know, like when you've got loads of stuff to do, you just feel bogged down as well, don't you? Oh. So my son's gone to school and I'm just having 5 minutes before I've got to get up and go to work. So I've just had an email through now. Can't remember if I mentioned this in past videos, but I always try and look forward to something to do with the season. I've seen a lot of people talk about sad, like in the winter. It makes them like really down and stuff like that. The way I try and help myself is by looking forward to things in that month or that season. So the time I really feel that sad is on the longest day in June, because I know from there on the days get shorter and I'm like, gosh, it's only just summer and we're on the longest day and it's gonna get dark, you know, and I'm like, oh. But then usually it's so warm, the allotment is so busy, and I look forward then to that slowing down. Well, first of all I look forward to the harvests, then I look forward to it slowing down, because by then, you know, not had enough of it, but I'm ready for that season to be over. Then I've got Halloween, And then after Halloween, bonfire, Christmas, I look forward to those shorter nights then, being cozy inside when it's cold. I try and look forward to things that I do, and in the future look forward to what's to come. And so January now, like, Christmas is over, New Year is over, and the next step for me now is to look forward to the next growing season. And in January and February is a time where I like to plan my seeds, plan my allotment, buy my seeds, and Sutton have just sent me an email now to say they've got seed sale, packets of seeds on sale for 89p. Now then, there's certain flowers and vegetables and varieties that I like from different places. I'm not just loyal to one. There are a couple of small businesses that I love to support, and I buy my seeds from them as well. But there's some, so Sutton's, Thompson & Morgan, the Organic Seed Company, they're the big ones. I do like to buy like zinnias and some beans, climbing beans, bush beans, squash. So I just have a nosy, sweet corn as well. I just have a nosy what they've got. But I do shop around, and sometimes the small companies are actually cheaper. So January is the start, and I just thought, oh, that's perfect. Well, I've got 5 minutes. This really calms me down. It relaxes me when I'm feeling so overwhelmed about everything. I am absolutely drained. But I have a day off tomorrow, so I said, I don't care what's going on, I am not getting up before 8 a.m. in the morning. I'm not. I'm going to turn my alarm off and I'm having a lie in, unless, you know, the world is falling down or there's some absolute emergency. I'm not getting up, because if I keep going like this, I'm going to get poorly and then everybody's going to be in a mess. So I've pre-warned everybody, do not phone, text, nothing. I'm turning my phone on silent, my alarm is going off, and I'm having a lie-in. But for now, just 5 minutes to relax and forget about everything that I've going on in the world, in my life at the moment. And I'm just going to lose myself and have a look at this seed sale, and let myself get lost in this for a minute, get my tea, and this is how I recharge my batteries and give me the oomph I need to go again for the day or the week. So I have a rough idea. I have some seeds already. I need to go through them. They're in the garage. I need to go through them, see what I've got. But I have got a rough idea. I do have some idea what I want to grow in the allotment this year. I will not be growing those Buffy balls again. They are an absolute nightmare. I don't know what's happened. The skin is rock hard. Like, just to pierce them and then cook them. Anyway, I'm very grateful that I got so many. I think I showed you some still in the allotment. I left them there for people to take, and nobody's taken them. Not even the animals have eaten them. The skin is that hard and they don't taste that great either. I don't know what's gone wrong, but never mind. So, you know, but I'm still going to grow pumpkins, squash, cucumbers, sweet corn, beans, peas. I don't have any garlic this year. I might plant some. I think you can plant it in February. Might do onions, I'm not sure. But yeah, definitely sweet corn, cucumber, beans, peas. And then little thing, and some flowers of course. And I know I used a lot of my flower seeds last year, because I planted a lot of flowers, and I know I used, and I had to do so many sowings, it was unbelievable. So yeah, I have a rough idea. So I'm going to sit here now, drink my cup of tea, and try and get my mind ready for today. So we could carry on another day, guys, isn't it? Carry on another day. like I said, this video might be a bit longer, but I am filming, and then once I get a chance I will edit it and upload it. So this video might be a little bit longer, but I'm trying to keep you guys in the loop and let you know what's going on. Right then, so I will see you in a bit. Bye. Hi guys, me again. So it is Saturday evening now. It's about 9:30 at night. So my dad was poorly, got him sorted, and then I had my nephew here for 2 days because he was poorly. So yesterday, Friday, went to work, everybody was on the mend and great. Took my son to the trampoline park, got home, and he said to me, I feel really sick. And I thought, oh, he gets travel sickness, you know, so I thought maybe coming back in the car on the way home he maybe felt sick. No, he's picked up a bug. Anyway, so he was really poorly last night. But then about midnight, 1 o'clock this morning, he was great again. Fell asleep, hasn't been sick again, but I didn't get much sleep because I was scared every little noise he made or movement. I woke up thinking he was going to be sick. Oh. Anyway, so he woke up this morning feeling great because I've got a day off today. And I said last night, nobody is to phone me, my alarm's going off, I'm not to be disturbed, I'm not getting up. Of course, that went out the window. Anyway, my son was feeling loads better, so I said, oh, you know what will do some good? Get out and get some fresh air. So off we went for a walk, and I filmed some of that, so I will show you. went then, my son wanted an ice cream, I had a coffee, and it was lovely, and we walked home. I've got something in a bag here. So my brother buys a lot of stuff like on Facebook and Marketplace, and he gets stuff for free. So recently he's been decorating his lounge and he found himself a lamp. When he got there, this lady was giving away some cushions, the insides. He was like, yes please, I'll take them for my sister. So I got them because I used the stuffing in a lot of stuff. And when my son was poorly last night, of course I was looking through Facebook and Marketplace, and this lady was giving away a bag of crafts for free, and I was like, yes please. And I didn't think I'd get it. Anyway, she messaged me back today, yeah, absolutely, it's yours, when can you pick it up? I was like, I'm on my way. So when we got back from our walk, we went over and picked some stuff up from this lady. So I have had a look. I know exactly what I'm going to do with this stuff, and I am super excited. So there's a load of like different craft papers, pink, reds, stone flowers, just glitter, I've only had a quick look, I haven't had a look through these. Oh, they're beautiful. There's some with like fruit and veg on, and flowers. They look like really old bits of paper, and there's ones like that. Yeah, so I got loads and loads of bits of papers, and these got this. This one's not even open. And when I first got them, I thought, what on earth are these? And I figured out they're little bits of wax, and then let's see if I can find it. She's used that. And it's this little wooden thing with this metal thing on top of it. I don't think that's meant to come off. Oops, never mind. It's coming off. And this spoon, and it's to melt the wax. You put a candle underneath it, and you put this little spoon on with some wax in there, and you melt the wax. And then she's given me some stamps too. There's one missing, but it doesn't matter, does it? I'm so chuffed. All little things like flowers. So they're like the wax seals that you put on envelopes. So I got all that. I got some little wooden craft things. There's leaves and mushrooms. These are stickers. Christmas ink stamps, and then I got like loads and loads of different stickers. There's what are they? Birds, little baby fish. Half of these haven't even been opened. Got some pumpkins, nails, butterflies. Oh, yes. Some little plastic wallets, maybe to keep the stickers in. Stamps. All sorts, guys, all sorts. Oh, what's that? Bakery. More stickers. I think they're stickers. Are they stickers? Oh no, maybe not. I don't know what they are then. Just like some plastic things. Oh, the coffee. Not sure what they are. Yeah. more stickers, more of these wax things. Yeah, but isn't that ace for free? She was just getting rid of it all. And she said she used to do crafts and stuff, but she hasn't got time now. I have got the perfect idea. What I want to do with these things, hopefully, I need to do a little bit of research first. So I thought my son was on the mend and he's poorly again, but I was hoping to have my Etsy shop up and running today, but I haven't finished my snooze. I haven't been able to take photos. This is a different one I'm starting now. So hopefully by Monday I will have my Etsy shop open and the snooze up and running. But oh gosh guys, I'm so tired. Stay positive, gotta stay positive. I'll get through this and we'll keep going. Right, I'm off to bed now guys because I've got an early start in the morning. So take care and I will see you soon. Bye.